Candice Owen was born 1989. She's now 34. Started off life growing up with her grandparents in White Plains, New York, Stamford, Connecticut. She was raised by her grandparents after her family parents split up. Her grandfather was Caribbean heritage. They sent her to school. She was racially attacked and verbally abused, which her grandparents took legal action, received settlement from the school. Fortunately, she had voicemail messages from racist people. She grew up starting a Degree 180, an anti-conservative blog, where she was very anti-standard conservative ruling. She would talk about Donald Trump, and the famous quote was the batshit crazy antics of the Republican Tea Party. So that was like a stab at the old days, I'm assuming. So the new conservative route was more of a kind of a left-wing fly. So Owens also launched a website which would track online bullies, where people could upload information or screenshots of online harassment, and people could find out where these people were. Online investigation, I'm assuming. Did a lot of conservative writing, a lot of the anti-conservative writing in the early days, which then evolved into a more streamlined kind of, as what I know as a middle route conservative, but obviously nowadays is classified as right-wing. She has now gone on to Slate Citizens Owen started producing a pro-Trump commentary, Citizens Nation, Structuring Racism. So it was the anti-idea of blame culture. It fights very much against that, and also builds up black conservatives within the American government. Very sensible, very down the line talking. No victim culture. People are averted to their own doing. Everyone has the ability to do something, doesn't matter what they are. And I think this victim culture she very much goes against. She's now gone onto on the Daily Wire, so as in very conservative nature, but the terminology nowadays is classified as right wing. But I don't really agree with that completely. I think it's more of a sensible line of thinking that she has, and I think it's a way of talking that goes across many generations. We can't sit around pointing fingers. We just got to get on and do it. And understanding the past is very important for our future. If we forget about what did happen and all the bad things that have happened and all the good things that have happened, we'll never really be able to grow. I think that's a fundamental part of what she's trying to say. There are obviously extremists in every side of religion, every side of political parties, every side of everything. Extremists are not the nice side of it, but I believe that a lot of people that are classified as extremists now are just regular, normal people, and I do think what she says is very much down that line. A very popular face, and definitely says what she thinks. I mean, she's pro-Trump, and obviously every political party, every political movement has its negatives, but there's always good sides to everything as well, and I do feel that she does take those into consideration. A lot of the talks that I've seen, she does pick out the good points, but she's also very quick to show the faults in people's wording, which I think is a good thing. I think all these things should be talked about. It's kind of a standard view that she came from quite a wealthy background. It seemed like a quite middle class background from what I can see. Her family had worked hard to get what they had. It wasn't like they were given it on a silver platter. And I think that's a good structure for anybody's life.